Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Long for someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Yes, I regret my affiliation with the young Duke, but his father died. It was my hope that Luca would eventually grow up and learn that his actions as ruler of Serkonos were very
herself once offered me a suite at Dunwall Tower, complete with a laboratory, finest apparatus in the Isle.
Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy
I'm
respect
not some
for the
conjurer from penny novels.
fear of the execution
I have a
is
great
blocked.
fondness for my
Fine
brides.
motivator for
And my interests often find me
Once the
coming
Duke
and going
falls, it's
in
my
odd
hope we
hours
can
of the
build
night.
something better here.
It's hard not to consider what might have been different had I plotted a different course through my early years. Was there something I might have said or done when Delilah was my apprentice that could have prevented all this? Or is character a fixed star we must all follow in darkness?
Duke Abel spared no expense on his new palace. It's tacky if you ask me. A gangster could never be trusted to run a city. Byrne wanted to be High Overseer. I wonder what Aramis Stilton can accomplish now that things are different.
Now we're going after the one who started it all. The Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points, and picking the approach. Thinking about the best ways to kill somebody who lives behind high walls. But with the excitement, there's a black echo that comes back to me for what I did at Dunwall Tower. If anyone deserves killing, though, it's Duke Luca Abel. I've loved a number of women, and even a couple of men. But I've never loved anyone like my Deirdre. After I left home, those first years on the streets, she's all that kept me from the bottom of the river. I could sleep on a pile of garbage under a leaky awning as long as she was there with me. Sharing a tin of potted meat or a bottle of brandy. We nicked during the day. The Duke and his little brother came through Dunwall. And Deirdre and I got in their way as they stepped out of their fancy coach. The Duke goaded his brother, calling us wharf roaches. And it was the brother who swung the stick that killed her. Splitting her skull, there were wooden gazelles on top of the coach. And I snapped one off and drove it into his eye, as deep as it would go. Deirdre was already gone. Dead as a doornail. Lying in the muck, and staring up at the gray Dunwall sky. On the run after that. I was hunted by the City Watch and even members of the Grand Guard up from Serkonos. People looked at me like I was cursed, spitting whenever I got close. Everyone knew I'd bring trouble. Even the gangs. The Duke's brother has been dead for a long time. But now's my chance to get back at Luca Abel for setting him off against pretty, young Deirdre. Nothing was the same for me after they took her away.
Are you ready for this?
I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.
Ready to visit the Duke?
Ready.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept. In the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden. But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
What's the delay getting it to the shop? Betty afraid we'll get caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they'd just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnaka and over at Colorado. So there's basically no risk.
What's your friend's name?
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
It's not funny. I feel safe. What is wrong with this city? Huh?
Help me if you can. You're a good one. You know, there's a place near here, in some rocks behind a fountain. People have always left offerings there. That's where I started having those odd dreams. I don't go there anymore, but you might want to check it out. See you sometime.
no such permit, Captain. I know the laws in Karnaca.
Laws change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina? Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers. But no one knows how the fire started.
Captain, her brother died in that fire.
Asleep inside, drunk from what I remember. You got until tomorrow to pay up.
Are you all right?
There's something comforting about this.
Bastard!
Now we're getting somewhere.
His crooked cock.
See, I told you.
Damn it! By the boy, give me luck! Be good to me.
Getting somewhere.
No, you bastard!
Give me luck.
Yes!
No exceptions. Either you have the code, or something's off. My boss's orders.
Damn, open this door.
You know I won't do this. You're wasting time. This can't be.
Let's see what this says.
This whole setup is a huge pain in the ass. Timing windows that ignore the tides, fake boat manifests, and private door codes. Might be easier just to play it straight. Pick up and deliver goods. Anyway, so I don't forget it, the code for the black market shop is Zirconin wine is better than Tivian prisons. Idiots.
People here hard to see you sometimes.
See, I told you.
Here you are, back among your own people. The palace-born and those who curry their favor. Are you feeling more comfortable, Majesty? Are these the people you want running a quarter of your empire? No? It never seemed to bother you before. Maybe it looks different up close. Maybe here it's harder to ignore the way the people outside the palace get through the day. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
Take a look around. I'm clearing the stock and leaving the city. A pleasure to do business. Very good. A deal well made. Come back soon, if I'm still around.
Zirconin wine is better than Tivian prisons.
And better Crystolian clap than Morellian gout. All right. To think my father was the...
The kind of luck I have. Guard, blasted wind. Why is
What's that? What in the fort?
There you go.
Tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Just looking at it, I'm ashamed.
looking right inside me.
Looks familiar somehow.
I'm sure it's nothing. Someone just heard a dog bark or something. Because now we're all on edge.
Duke's father.
I miss swimming. I was good, you know. Some of us used to give lessons at Addermire, back when it was open to the public. 50 cities these days.
Didn't know that. Man, you sure had a lot of different jobs.
Guess so. I don't miss brining hagfish. Hands in salt all day, nails bleeding, choking on the factory air.
At least when you joined the Grand Guard, you got a really soft position near the palace.
You might change your mind about that after you've been here a while. Sometimes the Duke's friends do some strange shit.
Really? Like what?
Someone up there decided it'd be funny to throw down food at us. I got hit in the face with a pineapple. Then a whole roasted pig came down and split the boat in half. It was raining apples and meat pies. All sorts of nice food floating around in the water.
Damn, people in the city starving. Life's just not the same when you live up there, is it?
Her soul is familiar to me.
What's that?
Wait.
The palace. Maybe I can find another way to neutralize the Duke.
It's looking right inside me.
Anyone who's assigned to protect the Duke's quarters tonight?
Nope. As long as it's not me, I don't care. There's never any fun.
I'm not sure who's worse, the Duke or his body double.
Am I seeing things? I'm seeing something.
A shame. Just
It must be nice to be on the Duke's payroll.
This playback indicates some detection without certainty. 1,000 rotations. Reintroducing graphite.
now. Thinking about me. Right now.
Extra diagnostic playback loop.
It seems the Duke has some of the Jindosh Clockwork soldiers.
Feels so empty right now.
Alright, leave it once, or I'll call for help.
Don't look so disappointed. It's not about merit. The inner circle is packed with the Duke's pets.
Look, Spittles. At least I'm not one of them.
Exactly. And think, when all this fighting over thrones is settled, the Duke's going to need men to take charge in the Northern Isles. By this time next year, you could be in charge of Windown or Freeport.
Where even the most desirable have skin like pale slugs.
That's what the brandy's for. Some kind of trouble in this part of town? Honestly. That's a horrid idea.
Separate place.
Yes, yes, yes!
Why should I trust someone who hides their face? What's wrong with people? What's that? Am I seeing things? It's looking right inside me.
Did you say you could hit him in the head? Or that you could avoid hitting him?
No idea. Too drunk to remember. Anyway, he's not moving anymore, so maybe I killed him.
Or maybe he fainted. Let's bet something else. See if he wakes up when you hit him in the leg.
Sure, I'm in.
You've been warned. I'm going to call for help.
Believe what you want. Retribution is hovering near. Throats cut and heads lopped off all over Karnaca. Times of plenty for us. Times of famine for the people underfoot. And now it's all good.
If the old Duke could only see this. Wasteful expense, wanton flesh.
And such terrible wines. At least he knew better than to serve Tivian with hagfish.
Joke if you want to. Our new Duke spends more in 1 month than his father spent in a year. Old Theodatus Abel was tight with the coin.
Why worry? When the war is done, we'll have it back tenfold in tribute. This is the Circonan age, my friend. The age of Luca Abelli. Enjoy it.
The old Duke?
The old Duke was wise. What in the world? Seeing things? I feel so empty right now.
There's something comforting.
What would you do if you were the Duchess of Circonos, or some other ruler? The Queen of Morley, or even the Empress?
More of what I already do. Screwing, eating fine meals, smoking the best haverweed. And when I was... Furniture from Tivia. Having my apartments redecorated.
Familiar, somehow.
So you wouldn't...
Can't seem to think
People don't
Wait.
hide their faces unless they're up to something bad.
You didn't go anywhere after all.
There you are.
Give me luck.
It's impossible to get good help these days. I think I'll just do it myself.
What's that? Huh?
Huh?
What's that?
Wait.
I have such a cringy.
Hey, I've been waiting for you.
Neutralizing the filth. It's getting hard to breathe around
I was
here.
convinced I'll go to my oldest age pissing in golden pots.
Be on your way, now!
kids in 2 years.
Some kind of trouble?
That's
But with that comes a responsibility for deadlines, an expectation of progress.
Wait, I remember the undertaking you're talking about now. Yes, yes.
Excellent. So what can I tell the Duke?
I had a visitor, I think. Or maybe they came for Sokolov. It's hard to recall the details. Anton wouldn't help, but I was close to finding a way to... The difference engine is inscribed in copper along the concave surface of the inner head mechanism. But wait. I can't. It slipped away. The beetles we found today, I'm going to give them all names.
This is useless. What am I gonna tell Duke Luca?
Killjoy. People get what they deserve in this life.
Uncertainty.
Gives me a sense of meaning. I feel like myself right now.
Waste my time with something like this. That would be wasted. Ridiculous. Why would they even bother me? It's not me. Of course it's them. Not me. Of course it's them. Why would it ever be me? Just can't stop staring at this.
No offer to bow or kiss my hand.
I could say the same.
A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you and what do you want?
Listen, I think you're the Duke's body double. You can't have any love for the man. I'm here to end his rule, and I have an idea you should hear.
All right, you've figured it out. But if you're not here to assassinate the Duke, what do you want?
It occurs to me that you might make a more agreeable Duke than Luca Abel. If I wanted to depose him without having to slit his throat, do you think you could convince people that you're the Duke?
That's bold. I have to admit it's crossed my mind. If people believed that I was actually Duke Abel, and that he was the political decoy, we could have him committed for lunacy. We could convince everyone that the Double's finally lost his mind and believes he's the Duke. I've spent years perfecting my performance. But there's a catch. He's got a medallion that I need. Even if I sound convincing, which should be the easy part, his Grand Guard officers will ask to see the medallion as proof. Luca never puts it aside.
All right. It shouldn't take me long. Once it's done, I'll be leaving the city. Soon after, I'll send instructions from Dunwall, and I'll expect a great deal of flexibility and cooperation on your part. There's still time to pull Serkonos back from the edge of the cliff. We can undo the damage Duke Abel has inflicted.
I'd like that. But I'll guide Serkonos in the ways I see fit for the people here, not as the hand-chosen puppet of your empire. If you agree with that, just render the Duke unconscious and bring him to his chambers. I'll handle the rest.
Honestly, why can't they keep all the riffraff in a separate place?
Don't look.
I can't do anything for you. You better run.
What do I know of war? If Morley and Tivia attack us, my generals will handle it. Dunwall's always been a place of strange luck for me. My poor brother died there.
This must be the key to the Duke's vault.
No offer to bow or kiss my hand?
I could say the same.
A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you and what do you want?
Luca Abel, it's time to pay for your crimes. Bleeding your nation dry. All the corruption and the coup against your rightful empress.
I assure you, there is only one true empress in my heart, and her name is Delilah. That's it then. Now it's up to me. I'll take the medallion and call them.
I'll be watching. Break a leg.
Don't worry. I've spent years mimicking this asshole. Captain Almeida, come at once to my chambers. There's a problem. Quick, hide up there. Yes, Captain. Please arrest this clown. Seems that he took his role a little too seriously. Get your hands off me! He served me well for years. We'll never find anyone else who so bears my resemblance. Take him away, Captain, but be gentle.
I think I understand, Your Eminence. We'll handle it.
What? This is outrageous. I'll have you all skinned alive and set in a salt bath. If only there was something we could do for him. I suppose all those years pretending he was me, that eventually took its toll. No! Stop! I am the Duke of Serconis! You can't do this!
Dr. Hypatia at Adamire will know what to do with the poor man.
People of Karnaca, this is your rightful ruler, Empress Emily Leela Kaldwin. I came here to Karnaca, the Jewel of the South, with one purpose in mind. To set things right with the Duke of Serconos, Luca Abel, who has of late been deceived by the pretender to my throne, Delilah Copperspoon. Duke Abel and I are old friends, and at his heart, he is a loyal ally and servant to the Empire. I am your Empress, but my father is Serconan, and your blood flows through my veins. I will leave you now and return to Dunwall, but know this. We have parlayed, and the Duke now understands the crisis in full. My hope is to restore my throne in Dunwall with haste. I bid you farewell, and ask you to maintain your faith and loyalty. I will address you again soon.
To hear them talk. They're called lower class.
Reading the paperwork tires his eyes, but he reads it all. After his duties are done, he'll enjoy a quiet moment on the balcony with a cigar. It was a woman he loved, but she was identified as a risk, and he never saw her again.
Fooling around. When I first met with my inner circle, I saw nervous faces. Even the boldest were afraid. Wondering if we'd live another feast. Now Serconis is ascendant, but this is a story that began long years. I knew Delilah when I was only a boy. And even after she was lost, dead, and gone from the world, her memory burned in my mind. Until finally I began to hear her whispering, calling to me from the void. Telling her story of growing up in the wall tower, and the half-sister who cheated her of her throne. Then she told me there was a way to bring her home. Delilah. Beautiful. Immortal.
I've been waiting for it.
Wages in Tivia are twice what we make here.
Weeks of puking up hardtack on a ship just to freeze your ass off in some northern port? Besides, we make more here in Karnaca with on-the-spot taxes.
It is nice having discretionary jurisdiction. Less paperwork. But think about it. No blood flies, no howlers.
You don't think they have gangs up in Tivia? It's dark for half the year up there. Trust me, better off.
Let's see what Duke Abel keeps hidden away in here. This must be the Duke's vault. This is the thing Ashworth made to hold Delilah's spirit.
Okay, the machine has detected something.
This is it. You must release me from this dead vessel. Only then will you be able to trap Delilah's spirit.
Do this. You were all I ever wanted.
I stayed as long as I could, trying to guide you. The world is better for your influence.
Be at peace, Mother. I will honor you, always.
I love you. And this is the final thought I carry into my house.
So it's done. Now to take Delilah's soul back together.
Was this the heart of my half-sister? Only her flesh remains.
Maybe Delilah's spirit was holding it together. It's a decorative animal.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty.
There. Now to wait.
You survived the Grand Palace.
So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
From now on, the Duke will be guided by better stars.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
Yes, at long last. To take back the throne, and find a way to save my father.
Ready, then?
Take me back to the ship.
All right. As you want.